In case you haven't already, don't forget to go on my channel and click that subscribe button and the bell right next to it to never miss a video. If you want to help me out even further, enter the supporter creator code ENERPLAYZ_YT at the bottom right of your Fortnite item shop. Enjoy. Alright guys, I think it's about time I do a video like this. I've been wanting to do one for absolutely ages. I've seen loads of comments over the past year, and I think it's about time I do one. It's a very long awaited tips video. Alright, so I'm not going to waste a lot of time because I'd imagine there are a lot of people that aren't subscribed to me, that are new to my channel, that have come to see this video for tips. A lot of these tips are very, very basic, so they're going to be aimed mainly towards beginners, but some of them may actually help intermediate players, or maybe even people that have been playing this game for a while. Now, the pinned comment of this video is going to be a list of timestamps, so you can navigate to each tip as you want. So let's get straight into it with tip number 1. Now, when it comes to settings, there are definitely a lot more on PC than on console, so I'm just going to be focusing on PC right now. But I will touch on something that does apply for console in a minute. So the first things you guys want to sort out are your graphics settings. You want to try and go for the highest frame count as possible, rather than the best looking graphics. Now, a lot of people like good graphics in games, so do I. But in competitive games like Fortnite, to compete, you want to try and get as high FPS as you can. So right now I'm playing on native res just because Epic, as I've said, banned it in competitive games like Arena. So yeah, playing on native res, unlimited frame rate, view distance Epic, everything else on low, VSync off, motion blur off, and show FPS on, just so I can see my frame count. This is definitely one of the biggest tips, if not the biggest tip of getting better in Fortnite. It's the one I tell people a lot in the comment section, just settings. They're always going to feel weird to start off with. All of these settings, changing a lot of them, going in here to binds as well. The binds, so important in getting your muscle memory down for every single thing you need. It's just going to come in time. Once you've found something that you feel like you're playing better with than what you were using before, stick with it, give it a few games. If you're not feeling it, change it up again. So the equivalent to this on console is your controller layout. So get that sorted out, get what you feel is comfortable, give it some time, and then it'll become second nature. Once you get something that works for you, it'll work for you and you'll know. So yeah, these are my binds if you guys want to know what I use. I've used a lot of these binds, like 99% of them, for over a year now, so I've gotten very used to them. Now, a very, very important thing that I feel like a lot of people overlook is sound. Sound is so important in a game like Fortnite. Hearing footsteps is incredibly important. It gives you so much information on where your enemy is, so definitely get your sound up. Don't go too loud, obviously, because you don't want to get deafened, but get a good sound that works for you. Music volume, I don't really need music, I just keep it off. Right, so tip 3 is building. A couple of the main points I want to say about building is using your mats intelligently and conservatively. Don't use too many materials when it's not necessary and when you don't have too many to give away. Don't build too high and only go for high ground when it's appropriate. Now, these techniques I'm about to show you guys are not the most overly complicated things, not the most overly glorified and new techniques, just some that I consistently use and I feel like are very, very efficient. But just simple things such as stair floor wall, going up like this, placing your stair first to get more cover. Okay, so the first thing I showed you in a double ramp looks like this. That's what it is from underneath. So you guys definitely know what 90s are. They're definitely one of the most popular building techniques at the moment to get up to high ground. But basically all it is just a combination of 90-degree turns to get up quickly. So the way I do them is just by placing a wall here, here, and then a floor and a stair. And then sped up it looks like this. Like that. I'm definitely not the quickest at doing 90s. I've done a lot of practice with them and I use them kind of just intuitively and build fights it all the time. Okay, so in my opinion, the best way of practicing 90s would definitely have to be going one at a time to begin with. Also, don't worry about going too quick to begin with. I was just going a little bit quick then. You want to just try and focus on getting the right technique, and then you can start speeding things up. Okay, so once you have done one at a time, and you feel like you're getting pretty good at that, you want to start practicing 2 at a time. So just string 2 together. You can increase your speed as you're going along. Ramp up, and just keep going up and up and up and up. Just like that. And then you can start doing 3 at a time. A lot of people have a lot of different ways of doing it. Some people move their mouse really dramatically up and down, but then sometimes you'll accidentally do that. And some people move their mouse barely anything at all, and you kind of just get that. But I don't like that. I'm kind of in the middle. I don't go like this when I'm doing my 90s, and I just don't really turn like this. Definitely don't over practice your 90s. If you feel like you're confident at them, definitely don't do them too much. Focus on other things like this, for example. Definitely just the single one as well. It's definitely important to get good at. Using the stair first is definitely the easiest way of doing it, but if you're being more aggressive and trying to get those quick shots, definitely go with the floor first. Now, using cones is definitely something that a lot of people used to overlook in Fortnite. If you can get a cone off on somebody, let's say even if you're at this kind of angle, jump for it, and then you've got an easy shot, anything like that, and you can build up, maybe edit through, anything like that goes towards a lot in Fortnite. Whenever you can get a cone off on somebody, even a trap, if you have traps, let's say you're on this kind of angle, just literally cone them in, and you've got an easy trap. Definitely go to the floor as well, because if they try and edit the stair, then they're still in there, and you can wall it off, and do whatever. People that are good at the game can counter you trapping them like that. Let's say if they realise they're boxed in, and they instantly try and mine away one of the walls that you placed. Okay, so let's say you've got them in a box like this, and instantly they start trying to mine away that, they're not going to get trap killed. Even if you were to place a trap on both walls, you can't get trapped across the whole box like you used to be able to, so that's not going to work. Anyway, one of my things I like to do in creative to practice 3 things at once is basically 3 90s. I'll go a little bit slower for you guys. And then cone, edit through, stair floor wall, 3 90s again, and do the same thing. What I like to do is also, instead of just placing a cone, placing a floor as well, and then you can get some double editing practicing like that too. But when you feel like you want to go down, when you've reached too high, or maybe you got to the build limit, try and, instead of just jumping off, just practice your editing. Now, editing through like that is definitely something you want to get good at some point. Because let's say you've done this to somebody, they're underneath, and they're not, and they just instantly just turn around to regain height. If you feel like they're a good player and they're going to quickly get up if you go down like that, don't bother with it. Keep trying to keep that high ground. But if you see what they're doing and you feel like it's right, definitely just edit through, and then you got an easy shot. When you're double editing like that, you can, if you're just trying to get down, just do this and then go for one of those. If you want a more open shot, then you can do 2 like that, which does take a bit more mouse movement, so you might make a few more errors, but my favourite way, just if I want to just get down quickly, just like that. Obviously, the basic editing practice you can do, maybe like quick window editing, is literally just going like that, just to practice that kind of thing. Doing this kind of thing as well helps. Corner editing and just running through, running back. Anything like that. Anything you feel works for you. Definitely something that's in the meta right now is just boxing up, or turtling as people call it. One of my favourite things to do in build fights if I don't have enough mats to just quickly go up at the beginning of the fight is box up like this. Depending on the player, they're going to come down, they're going to try and axe a wall here. You can obviously go for a shot in that case, but if they try and replace it back, that's too risky, I'd say. If they're just spraying, definitely go for a shot on them if you can get it, and then replace that wall straight away. And if they get in, you can trap them or whatever. But if you don't want to do that, just keep replacing that wall. If they're using a gun and you don't want to go for a shot, then time it when they're reloading. But if they're using an axe, you can do it whenever, or when they stop for a little period of time. Once you've got that, quickly go up, double edit, and then you've instantly got height and they're down there, and then you can do whatever. So yeah, if they place that stair and you're inside here, you can quickly react to that, place a cone on top of them, box them in all the way. That's kind of hard to get through. I wouldn't really go for a window, I'd just go for a full opening like that. And then you can trap kill them, or do whatever you want. Let's say they might edit that stair, you can go for a shot, and then play around with that wall. One thing I really love to do is confuse people, like editing such. This is definitely a very prominent edit. You got a lot of cover here, you can go for shots whenever. But just confusing people with window edits. Sometimes it can be a little too much, but then you can get easy shots off when you're confusing people like that. Literally just came off creative and realized I forgot to mention one little building tip. Side jumps like this. Definitely one of my favorite things to do right now in Fortnite. Just quickly gaining height just by doing like that. But so many people off guard, you can even go for shots doing it. Like here, I don't have a gun right now, but you can just go for a shot as you're doing it. It's just timing when it comes to that. You need to jump around here and then move out as quick as you can. What you can also do is double it up like that. I know that uses 10 more mats, but it might make people think you're staying down there. Other side. All of those. Just gets you height very, very quickly. Right, so this is a very, very simple tip, but it really does go towards quite a bit. Your inventory layout. It also goes very hand in hand with keybinds. Once you've sorted out your keybinds and you've mapped a keybind to every single slot, you want to know what guns and what items you're going to have in those slots. It really does not matter which slot is which for you, as long as you know what your keybinds are and what slot they correspond to. As you can see in the gameplay, I wouldn't usually have a scope they are in that slot, but that's my AR slot. The second is my shotgun slot. The third is my SMG slot. The fourth is my sniper or equipment slot. Let's say if I'm playing arena or competitive tournament, I wouldn't usually take a sniper, I'd usually take clingers, stinks, or dynamite. And that last slot is for healing. As I've said, it does not matter at all what order you have your items in, as long as you know what key corresponds to what thing, or what mouse button corresponds to what slot. Now tip number 5 is what I use to show you guys the building and editing tip, creative. Doing building practice in an open island like the one I used, and also using custom made maps which help you in different areas of your game. So yeah, so tip number 5 is utilizing creative. Tip number 6 is how to improve your aim. And this goes hand in hand with tip number 5, because I would agree that creative, although I haven't used it at all for this purpose, unless I'm just mucking around with my friends in creative, using custom maps that are made for aiming is definitely a very good way of improving your aim. What I did, and most people did, because they played before creative was a thing, was literally just play. And this also goes into tip number 7, because one of the best ways you can improve your aim and improve anything in Fortnite is having an aggressive playstyle. Having an aggressive playstyle means you're going to get in so many more fights than if you were to just play passively and play for the win, which will obviously result in a faster improvement in different aspects of the game. It'll help you combine aiming with building and editing, which is something that's very specific to Fortnite, so therefore taking a lot more time to get used to. So yeah, an aggressive playstyle will help you improve in any aspect of the game more than just playing passively. Playing passively also helps to utilize your knowledge and game sense, and it will definitely get you more wins in the long run, but it's really down to you on how you want to go about it. Tip number 8 is composure. Basically how to stay calm and minimize how nervous you get in tense situations in Fortnite. One of the biggest things is just being generally confident in your ability and not to worry about the outcome of the situation and just focusing on what is happening at that present moment. This is just one of those things that by playing more often, it's going to improve. It's a bit different to the other tips, as you can actually physically do something about those, but this one is more of like a mental thing. You have to just be confident in your ability, don't worry about the present, and it literally will just get better in time. The more you play the game, the less you'll get nervous in in-game situations. Now I'd imagine a lot of you would think tip number 9 is quite stupid, but honestly it's true and it works. If you find yourself getting considerably annoyed at the game to the point where you're just really not enjoying yourself at all anymore, and you really still want to get a win, just take a bit of a break. Take about 10-15 minutes, just do something else, walk away from your computer or console, whatever you're playing on, do something else, come back, then play. Trust me, trust me, trust me. I'm a hypocrite. I don't actually follow along with this as well as I should do, but it does help. Take a break. The final tip, tip number 10, is watch pros. Watch pro players play. When you got a bit of free time, you just want to chill, just go and watch somebody on Twitch, go and watch a pro player on Twitch or YouTube, whoever's live and whoever you feel like watching. There are so many options out there, a load of really good players. I'm not a pro player, I wouldn't class myself as a pro player at all, but definitely I'd say even watching my videos will help you out. But if you do want to get more competitive with Fortnite, definitely go watch some pro players and watch their endgame fights and scrims and stuff like that. It's definitely very helpful. Also, what goes hand in hand with this is going on YouTube for tutorials. Loads and loads of different things are there. These are quite basic tips. There are a lot more building tips, for example, building techniques, editing techniques, all sorts of tips that you can find on YouTube, so definitely go searching. Okay, I really hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and I really hope I've managed to help a lot of you guys out here. I apologize for the building and editing tip being absolutely massive. I just really wanted to show you guys a load of helpful building techniques to go with the tip. As I said at the beginning, this is something I've been wanting to do for absolutely ages, so I'm so happy I finally got around to doing it. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments, and share the video if you think it could help somebody out. New videos every Saturday and one Monday per month, so definitely go ahead and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and turn on the little notification bell to never miss a video. Also, drop a like if you enjoyed. Cheers for watching, I'll see you in the next video.